I'm leaving Le Pont Du Suert. Not too bad really, about 9 o'clock it is now. And I'm heading hopefully down to the south coast of France, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make it, to be fair. I'm still kind of half a day behind, so I was planning to go down to the Camargue area, but I don't think I'll make that today for sure. I'm just going to decide. I haven't booked a hotel at all. I'm going to decide probably when I get to Llivia. It's a small Spanish enclave surrounded completely by France. But it depends what time I get there. They have got hotels there, so I might choose to stay overnight there. Depends how things turn out in Andorra, because I've got 2 climbs up into the hills with some fairly decent hairpins on them, so that might slow me down a fair bit. If it doesn't, and I get to Llivia and it's still early enough, I'll see if I can get a hotel a little bit further south. But I'm sticking mostly to the N260, all the way down to the Suert on the Andorran border. I've got to come down one set of mountains, series of hairpins, getting down into a valley where Suert is. And from Suert I'm going to start climbing again, then over another set of mountains, and then there's another set of hairpins down to the Suert. Looking forward to those. This stretch of road looks really good on the map, and I was well chuffed it's going to be similar to the last part of the N260 that I did yesterday, rather than the early part yesterday. Seems like it's going to be more like the kind of road I want, and just look at it. I mean, look at this, climbing now up into the hills. It's what I wanted. I like this kind of riding. Apart from that truck in front of me, I've got the place more or less to myself. I did notice the N260. It carries on south, and it actually crosses the border right on the Mediterranean into France. And I was looking at that road before I left home, and I was sort of thinking, you know, that extreme bottom west corner of France, that road looked really good, nice and twisty. I decided not to do it because it would have made it more difficult for me to get over to the eastern side of France for things like the Col de Pyrenees. So I skipped it. I'm not going to skip it today as well, because if I do it I won't be able to go into Andorra, which is something I want to do this year that I didn't do last year because I didn't look at my offline maps properly, so I didn't realise what it was I needed to do to go through Andorra. But to be fair, last year it was clagged to hell with clouds and rain, so it probably wouldn't have been a fun ride. Today it's looking like it's going to be a lot better, isn't it, really? I mean, this is what I was looking for. Look at it. Good riding, really, really, really good riding. When I got to my hotel last night, it was advertised as a hotel with its own restaurant. So once I got checked in, the first thing I asked is, what time does your restaurant open? Well, it seems his restaurant wasn't open. And he said, if I walk into town, cross over a bridge, it's only about 2 or 3 minutes walk into town. There's a couple of good restaurants there. And I was like, do you know what? I've been out in 40 degrees heat. I'm knackered. And I kind of just need to take it easy. Getting down into his car park was hard. It was a steep slope down, and it turned all the way down. It's like a spiral. I was like, I'm too knackered for this. So basically I was lucky. I'd had sandwiches and what have you. Couldn't get the coffee machine to work, but fortunately I had bottles of pop and bottles of water, so I was okay. and I just took it easy. Watched a bit of YouTube and I went to sleep. Breakfast this morning was a different matter. It was really nice, to be fair. Really nice. So we're on our way down now. This is heading down the Pyrenees and into Suert. Look at that. Just look at it. Awesome. There's no arguing with the scenery up here at all, and there's no arguing with the quality of the roads. Just look at them. No potholes, nothing. Another hairpin, yeah. They're not massively difficult, but there are a fair few of them, one after another. Oop. Ooh. For a minute there I thought I'd lost my back brake and pushed the pedal down. It went a bit low. Tried it again and it worked okay, so I'm alright. But for a moment there I was thinking, I'm okay now. It is good, this. It is really, really good. I was looking at it on a map before I came out here and I was just thinking, yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. I am really, really going to enjoy that. It's a good windy way down, isn't it? Nothing too difficult, nothing too demanding, but good fun all the same. Now, Suert, I've been here before. My very, very first European biking trip. Hotel de Pie, it was called, and it was on the riverbank. That was a good night. Oh, let's let these two across. Plenty of bars and restaurants here. But I've only been riding for an hour or so, so I'm not really in any sort of a frame of mind for too much to eat, although I am going to stop at a petrol station up at the top of the hills. So that road on the left, that leads down to the hotel we stayed at, the Hotel de Pie. Just park your bikes up against the riverside, and that was it. Check in, get out. From here, I'm going up to a petrol station. It happens to do food as well, and it's got some nice views. So I'm going to call in, get some petrol, and then I'm going to try out whatever sandwiches they've got. Keep a few in me top box for later as well, in case I need them. Here we are. Yeah, got a shop. So there I am, filled up with fuel. Got myself a couple of bottles of water, a couple of sandwiches in the top box ready for later. There's the view down to Suert itself. And you'll see there's like a little ornamenty type thing on the table there. That's a little souvenir for the wife when I get home. I'm sure she's going to thump me. But it does fit in me in my top box easy, so it's not going to take up a whole lot of space, is it? It's not like I can take a statue or anything with me, or a super duper ornament or anything like that. It's wherever fits. Right, now climbed part of the way up this second mountain, shall we say. I've got to do the rest of it. Now I know there is a viewpoint a little bit later on. I saw it while I was planning the route, and I'd actually set it up so that there was a waypoint stopping at it. I haven't used it. I'm not using a waypoint at all. I'm just staying on the N260 until I get to the Sudergel. But it's such a good viewpoint, I'm going to see it as soon as it's coming up, so I'm not going to miss it at all. It's a proper decent sort of viewing point. Off the road, decent parking, plenty of space. Getting there means riding roads like this. Great fun. Absolutely great fun. And look at the weather. Can you see a cloud? A few bikers out today. I hope they're having as good a time as I am. Miles away from anywhere, I didn't even see a van for him. I hope he hasn't walked all the way up with that gear. Nice long sweeping bends. Here we are. Stop and have a look. This is the viewpoint I was looking for. Kind of hoping to have it to myself, but it doesn't look as though that's going to happen. Now look at those mountains over there on the mid left. I'm going to have a look at those when I get home. They look good. I hope there's roads in there. That's from the other side. Look at it. I would love to be riding through that lot. Something for a future trip, I think. Actually, probably quite a lot of things I've seen the last couple of days that I would say is good for a future trip. And of course, there's my bike looking out across the valleys. It's doing well. It's actually doing really well. And over on the right hand side there, you can just see the road. That's where I'm off to and away down there. I think from now it's downhill all the way. And again, it's going to be another series of hairpins. So let's get back to it, eh? It's going to be the same thing again, just hairpin after hairpin. Not difficult, not challenging, just fun. Ooh, 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 ooh. And my back brake pedal went straight down and bottomed out. So I slowed down a bit and just using engine braking plus a little tiny bit of front brake. But I'm not in a rush now. It's just a case of taking it easy and getting down, isn't it, really? Look at it though. Look at it. Cracking views, cracking hairpins. It's a real pleasure to be out on days like this. On a road like this. And have at least my side of it pretty much to myself. Now I'm taking these things a bit slower. I'm almost to the bottom. There's a town over there, look. I'll go and find a garage somewhere. I did stop, did have a look, got everything off the bike. And we're about to turn now into Andorra. The border may be a little ways up the road, but the last time I crossed this roundabout and had a look up this road here, directly in front of me, it was low, black, horrible cloud. Today it's clear. Yeah, so stripped everything off the bike. Got my torch out, had a look at the brake fluid. Brake fluid is fine in both cylinders, both front and rear. Ah, what's he doing here? I haven't reached the Andorran border yet. He's just checking me out. His UK sticker got me out of a checkup there. Yeah, so, and then I got on the floor, got underneath, got the torch on the brake pads. They were fine. So I've googled brake fade. I'm not the only person to get this wrong. Just the latest. Oh, thank God they left that gap there. Yeah, so it said the ways that brake fades work, and I don't think there's anything wrong. I'm on this level ground that the brakes are working just fine. So there we go, Andorra. We're in. I'm not going to go up into the mountains today. I'm going to pick a flatter route to wherever it is I'm going to stay tonight. But I'm not climbing up into those mountains. Got no problem getting up there. Getting up there, I'll be fine. It's getting down. I don't want to risk a brake not working for me again. So, yeah. Changes the whole thing of what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day, because I was hoping to spend quite a bit of time up in the mountains here. That's not going to happen. Although I'm beginning to look at this, I can see a hairpin on my sat nav, and I deleted all the waypoints, so it should be taking me straight out of Andorra, but this doesn't look as though it's doing that. I'm going to have to have a look at it, but let's just see where this takes me. Hairpin. Tight one. But I'm alright. I'm alright. It is taking me up into the hills, this, isn't it? I'm going to pull over where that motorhome thingy is. Actually, it's a truck, isn't it? I'm just looking up there. I can see that's where I've come from. And if you look in the middle between the two cliffs, those are terraces climbing up, and they're all hairpins. Okay, so now I'm going to pay to use the tunnel. Doing all right. I'm actually going to get... Ah, cash. Yeah, that was easy, wasn't it? Bit of cash. Don't normally do it that way. Yeah, throw the coins in, right? Don't hold anybody up. Let's get going, eh? Surprised I found cash. Clear side cash in my wallet. Ah, look at all of that over there. That's fantastic scenery, isn't it? The tunnel I'm going to be going through, I think it was the tunnel I was supposed to have used last year, but didn't. So let's get through it. I'm going to be out of Andorra in a minute, back into France. Can't be too far away. There we go. There wasn't a sign. But I know it's here. And I'm heading. This is going to take me, I think, to Llivia now. I think I'm going to end up on a road I was on last year. Last year I was looking for a turn off that would get me sort of along the southern border of Andorra, and I was hoping for a right-hand turn so that I could go into Andorra via an alternative route. There isn't one, is there? So I think I'm going to end up back on that same road, but heading to Llivia. They have hotels, but I don't think I'm going to need one. I'm going to arrive in Llivia at a reasonable time, I think. So I am going to stop at a restaurant. I'm going to do what I don't normally do, and I'm going to pull in at a restaurant. I had a look at it before I left the UK. I liked the look of the place, and I liked the restaurants along the main road, the only main road going through the sort of territory from what I could see. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to have something to eat in Llivia, and I think while I'm there, I'll look at my options for a hotel. Don't quite know where. I'm going to have to sort of work out what time it is when I finish eating, how long I think it's going to take to get to whatever hotel it is that I book. I'll pick something so I get there sort of early to late evening. Somewhere between 5 and 7 o'clock, something like that, I suppose. So if I want to go out for something to eat, I can do. If I want to stay in a hotel for something to eat, I can do that as well. Now this is looking really nice. Nice turny bits. Hairpins, I guess you call them. Does look like a fantastic area to be riding. It's one of those things, isn't it? You can go and have another look at it and sort of say, you know what, some extra roads around there I could have done. This is a place I think I could probably come to and spend a bit of time zigzagging in. It looks like I could zigzag up there as well, look at it. Stop and take a photo. There's a nice bit of scenery down there. That lot down there. There's another hairpin to do a little bit further on. It drops me down into that. Look at those mountains directly in front of me. They'd be good if they had roads in them. I'm going down there, and then I head on that road pretty much due south, looking at the map. And off we go. Plenty of viewpoints. I like the way that they put them in for you to stop and have a bloody good look around. But I've had my stop, so I'm going to carry on. I'm definitely heading off towards Llivia. It's not that far away now. I'll be crossing back into Spain at some point. Here we go, Spain. So I'm in Llivia now. This is the main high street, and I want to go to that restaurant there over on the left. I've got to do a double back on myself. Down this little bit of a, what do you call it, side track or whatever it is. There's the restaurant. I've got over on the left, over on the right. I think I'll go inside. I need a bit of shade. It's a bit warm out here at the minute. And there we go. It's the tuna in there. My first ever paella. I've never had it before. Lovely. Went down really well. And a nice bit of, what do they call it? Cheesecake.